I'm not that good at storytelling, so this week's theme is a bit hard for me. Nothing really too embarrassing or extremely funny has happened to me in my life that's really worth telling right now, so I decided that I'm going to ruin a couple of fairy tales for you guys. I really love fairy tales and I really love different adaptations of fairy tales, but what I love the most is finding out the creepy and gruesome and really weird original versions of these fairy tales. For example, everyone knows the ending to Little Red Riding Hood. She escapes, the hunter comes along and helps save the grandmother. Everyone lives happily ever after, except that that's not how the original ended. The original ended with Little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother being eaten by the wolf. Then the hunter came along, he cut open the belly of the wolf, and out came Little Red Riding Hood along with her grandmother. Except they were both still alive, as if the wolf unhinged his jaw, swallowed them whole, and that's how he ate them. Then they got this clever idea of putting stones in the wolf's belly and sewing him back up so that when he woke up, he'd be too full and too heavy to move and just drop dead, which is exactly what happened to the wolf. And then there's the evil and crazy sisters in fairy tales. In the original fairy tales, most of the sisters get really gruesome endings for them. In the original Beauty and the Beast, the father is going on a trip and he asks his 3 daughters what they want. The first 2 daughters ask for really expensive gifts, while Beauty, the youngest daughter, just asks for a rose. When the father finds a rose and picks it, he's confronted by the owner of the rose, the Beast, and the Beast says that he has to live with him and give up his life and be with the Beast as punishment for stealing a rose, kind of unfair, or says one of his daughters can take his place. When Beauty finds out what's going on, she begs her dad to take his place for him and goes to live with the Beast. The Beast is actually really nice to Beauty, and he continuously asks her to marry him. She refuses him, except with time she realizes that she's starting to really like him. The Beast allows Beauty to go back home for a week to visit her family. While she's there, her sisters try and get her to stay longer so that the Beast will get angry and come and kill her. Even though Beauty does end up staying longer, she regrets what she's doing. She realizes that she's in love with the Beast and has probably broken his heart, so she goes back, professes her love to him, and agrees to marry him. This is the point where the Beast turns into a prince. What happened to the sisters, though? They got turned into statues. Yep, they got turned into statues until they can own up to what they did. Except I don't really know how they're gonna do that now that they're statues, but that was their punishment. Cinderella, on the other hand, is pretty much the same as the version that we know it by right now, except there's 2 details that have been left out. One is that the sisters are so desperate to fit into the glass slipper that they cut off pieces of their feet so they can fit into the slipper. The second detail is, at the end, after Cinderella is married and happy, birds attack the stepmother and the stepsisters and eat their eyes. I hope this video hasn't ruined any of your favorite fairy tales for you guys, but I'm really bad at storytelling, so this'll have to do. Bye!